My name is Chastity Lloyd, and today I would like to talk to you about animal testing within the cosmetics industry. People all around the world invest in these products through cosmetic brands, whether it be a lipstick, a perfume, or a skin cream, that I know is very, very exciting at the thought of a new potential. However, today I would like to talk to you about the unnecessary animal cruelty and abuse that is happening within these cosmetic brands and products that truly is unnecessary and reason to think twice before you buy and invest in a certain brand or product. The information that I've gathered today comes from the Humane Society, United States and International, the Federal Food and Drug Administration, Scientific American, and other similar articles. Cosmetic testing is a choice, and it is animal abuse, and it is something that these companies are choosing to look past. And it really honestly is unnecessary. So I would like to give you some reasons to think twice before you buy from these products. According to the Humane Society, animal testing can include rubbing chemicals into the skin and eyes of shaved rabbits and guinea pigs, and often there's no pain relief that has been given to these animals. This also includes force feeding trial mice and rabbits and guinea pigs, and they're looking for results such as cancer and birth effects that these cosmetic chemicals have given. Very speculated is the lethal dose test, which unfortunately does happen more often than you'd think, where they're forced to ingest large amounts of these chemicals until death to determine the lethal amount. These animals very rarely get any form of pain relief, and they're usually disposed of in ways such as decapitation and asphyxiation and just really cruel ways. And because these animals, such as lab rats and mice, are not protected by the Animal Welfare Act, nobody can do anything about it. This is very unnecessary because there's tons of alternative tests and lists of already approved ingredients, but these companies are still choosing to do this. These are companies such as Benefit, Maybelline, Clinique, and many, many others. Now, the Scientific American says that eliminating animal testing is entirely feasible. 40 different kinds of alternative tests are available, and there's lists of thousands of already pre-approved ingredients that cosmetic companies can use freely that have no reaction or have known no reaction for many, many years. These alternative tests can include human blood, computers, cell lines, artificial skin and eyes, and these are much cheaper and also much more effective because it's pretty obvious that animals are not the same as humans and they will react differently to these chemicals. And it's been proven that this is a very flawed method to test these products. So if this is the case and there's all these different kinds of tests available, then why are companies still using it? This is because, as the Humane Society states, the largest reason that these companies are still doing these things is because brands are choosing to use new experimental chemicals in their products that there's not really any way to alternatively test. However, as I've already mentioned, there's thousands and thousands of already pre-approved ingredients. And that's how most cruelty-free brands work, is by using from this list or using chemicals that maybe they're still in trial, but they don't rely on animals for trial. This has also been done since the 1930s. And if something's been done for hundreds and hundreds of years, some may think that, why stop? Well, as history has proven before, just because something has been deemed ethical in the past does not necessarily mean it's still ethical today. And just because these animals are not protected by all of these laws and these different ways of protecting life, it doesn't mean that they necessarily should be seen in this and should be a part of this. This is not an ethical way to treat animals. So what can you do? This is the part where you and me come into play. Animal testing is 100% a brand's choice, and it's really up to the consumers to make a change. And it comes down to simply just supply and demand. If you go and you purchase from these people who have already used these ingredients and are being cruelty-free and are not testing on animals, you are effectively voting with your money and your cash for cruelty-free brands, and you're taking away the demand for these big brands to continue to use this animal testing. And The more you educate yourself, the better that you can make these decisions and understand that one product that may be using animal testing, there's another product that can be just as good, that's completely cruelty-free and does not affect animals in any way. I'd like to finish this by saying that the Federal Food and Drug Administration and 13 other federal agencies have joined together in the efforts to support alternative testing and find different ways for these companies to be able to test these products that they need to still test. And if the companies that are in charge of making sure that your products are perfectly safe and legal and within the range for you to use safely, it would make sense to think that it's worth thinking about whenever you're purchasing a product. And all it really takes is you and I and your choice to buy cruelty-free. And really your choice to buy cruelty-free is the voice for all of these animals that are suffering unnecessarily every single day. And I know that this can seem inconvenient and really just not necessarily what you would like to do. I can promise you that a cruelty-free perfume smells much better than it will ever feel rubbed into a rabbit's skin